Tonight, a live look from Fort Myers, Florida. Many in the state bracing now for what could come from Hurricane Milton. Tonight, much of Florida is under a state of emergency.
It is, and the threat of this hurricane coming just days after Helene hit the state. Tonight, Tom Yamas is in Tampa with a look at the preparations, and he also has a preview of his upcoming report for NBC Nightly News.
Coming up on Nightly News tonight, we are live in Tampa as the race to remove all this debris is on. Hurricane Milton now a Category 5. Will there be enough time to remove these mountains of debris all across the Tampa Bay area, or will some of it just be left lying around? We'll have the latest coming up on Nightly News.
All right, we want to get you now to our chief meteorologist, Chris Holcomb, as you are looking and tracking to see what's ahead of us.
And we've got a major storm down in the Gulf of Mexico right now, and it just keeps getting stronger. It experienced some rapid intensification today. Overnight, it was a Cat 1. Now it's a Cat 5. And really, anything above 156 miles an hour is classified as a Category 5. And it's now up to 180 miles an hour. Now, we don't expect it to maintain that Cat 5 strength until it makes landfall. It may come down to a 4 and then potentially maybe even a Category 3. Still a major hurricane at landfall late on Wednesday. Right now, the consensus has been really near the Tampa Bay area, but the entire western coast of the Florida Peninsula needs to keep an eye on this. You can see the red areas there. That's where we have a hurricane warnings in effect. Then it crosses the peninsula, goes out into the Atlantic. But we also need to watch the Georgia coast as well. Here is another look at those warnings that we have. You see the red, that's the hurricane warnings. But notice here, and again, that includes the Tampa area and goes down to the south of Fort Myers. But notice here the Georgia coast and parts of the South Carolina coast in a tropical storm watch right now. They're not going to get a direct hit from a landfalling hurricane, but on the back side of the system, it's going to bring in some storm surge and maybe even some tropical storm force winds. Here's a look at the moisture in association with that. You can see that rich tropical moisture here along with the storm moving through Florida, and then as it moves out into the Atlantic, it still wraps around not only that wind, but also some rain around into the Georgia coast as well. And that storm surge, thanks to the flow around it, bringing in that water off of the Atlantic into the coastal regions with rough surf and most likely some impacts there on the surf as well and the coastline. Stay with us. We'll keep tracking this system. The moisture stays away. The wind stays away. We're going to have some nice weather here thanks to a cold front. More on that coming up.